Oh, on the topic of Ralph, I meant to play this before. This is Dalton Clodfelter. I don't know who the fuck that is, but he's a cozy. He's one of the cozy TV kids who looks like he's way too young to be streaming, and he kind of fits that type of people that surround Nick Fuentes. But he said this, so people are thinking there's smoke above a fire on the cozy TV situation with Ralph. I guess I'll just play it from Twitter because it's not working.
Like Ethan Ralph, who I've said a million times I don't think is a good person.
Apparently he's married to a fat Latina.
I've said that a million times, and I don't think that I need to say it over and over again. I don't think Ralph is a good person. And I've got respect for the grind. I got the respect for the grind, but he's a degenerate. I mean, like, let's all just be honest. He is a degenerate, and you know, he's doing that. I'm just saying, like, the simple fact is, he is a weed-smoking degenerate. And there's like a laundry list of things there, like Ethan Ralph, who I've said a million.
He smokes weed, so he's degenerate. As opposed to, like, what a weird thing to be upset about. That really shows his age. That he's just like, yeah, of all the things to complain about with Ralph being a degenerate, you go right for the weed. What about when he thumbed a teenager's ass and put the video on the internet to own her ex-boyfriend? What about when he told his mom to fuck off, and the reason why he's so bitter every time Sandra's mentioned is because his last memory of her was yelling at her because he did not get an opportunity to make up with her before she died, and he blames it on COVID, but really he knows he could have picked up the phone at any time and talked to her when she was in the hospital. So now whenever people bring up Sandra, he gets really pissy. That's pretty fucking degenerate. What about having a bastard child? That's pretty degenerate. Yeah, what about the drinking? That's pretty degenerate. What about going to foreign countries? That's pretty degenerate. Here's his current, Ralph's current thing, by the way. Remember how a couple of streams ago I mentioned that Ralph was talking to Keemstar, and Keemstar said, look, bro, I can get you a fuck ton of money. I can get you fucking paid if you do this stupid fight with Andy Worski and you just take it, number one, you take it a little bit seriously. You do workouts, you do videos of you working out, you just take it like a serious thing. And number two, no F slurs or N slurs until the fight is over. Because if you want to get signed with WWE, not WWE, but, you know, with different pay-per-view groups, you have to be at least a little clean. During the run, during the promotion, you have to not be saying stupid shit that's going to get us in trouble. If you can do these two things, I can get you easy your cut of $300,000. And that was Keemstar's pitch to him, and he's probably right. And Ralph said, I need my papa, Jim Medicare, to sign my permission slip that allows me to not say the N or the F slur during the duration of this event, because if I don't, then people will think I am bitch made for cucking myself. And that was his literal word for word, his logic about why he would refuse to do this unless Jim explicitly permitted him to do it. So he ended up not doing the event. He told Keemstar and Andy Worski to fuck off. And now Andy Worski has decided to move ahead. We can't see the chat on the screen. Yeah, you can. So Andy Worski went ahead with the event and has been matched with somebody else who is more of a, you know, an amateur boxer than Andy Worski is. So Andy Worski's probably going to lose. But Ralph is now, you know, like covering this boxing event. Like, Andy Worski's going to get his ass beat, boy. It's going to be so humiliating. It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse than what happened to me in Portugal both times even. This is going to be the most humiliating thing. You couldn't pay me enough, boy, to get whooped this bad. And he's like, it's like the most weird, perplexing fucking mental gymnastics ever. Like, you got your ass beat multiple times by like fat British dudes and Moroccans because you tried to like peddle underage sex and drugs, and then you're trying to say that Andy Worski getting paid to fight is going to be humiliating, like an unrecoverable punishment for him. Like, it's sport for money. There's win or lose, you get paid, literally. And that's the Ralph male mentality with everything. It doesn't matter how bad I humiliate myself, as long as I get fucking paid. You understand? You understand, boy? I get paid either way. Like, that's his fucking mindset. and he's gonna try and like throw stones at Andy Worski because dad didn't sign his fucking permission slip to go to the fight. It's very bizarre. So guess what? Instead of doing that stupid fight and getting a cut of hundreds of thousands of dollars, Ethan Ralph is going to fly out to England where this is taking place with Dick Masterson, and they're just going to watch. They're going to put money in to watch the spectator sport and pay Andy Worski to get into a fight instead of Ralph participating himself. And he's going to say that this is a great epic win and victory for him. Truly, truly bizarre Ralph and male logic that I will never understand. And I realize when I talk about Ralph and I'm just like sitting here and I don't have anything to show for it, I sound like an insane person. I'm just making shit up. Like, yeah, then Ralph said that he's gonna go shit in an alligator's mouth, and that would be fucking awesome. Because Andy Worski, he's a big fan of alligators, and Gator, obviously a big fan of gators. So him shitting in this gator's mouth would just be the biggest omen possible to him. And then he went, and guess what? The fucking gator bit off his big toe. He's lucky he got away with just his big toe gone. Like, everyone would think that's what's actually happening, because it's completely the same shit as what he does day to day. He posted pictures of his kid again and then complained that people are going to make fun of his kid. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to post pictures of your kid and you've stipulated that all things are off and people can do whatever they want, why the fuck are you complaining about this? Oh, right, you do it so that people will make fun of her, so that you can clip it and then show your pay pigs how mean everybody is, so they give you fucking sympathy money. He went to Atlantic City and he said he was taking May and the baby, and there was no pictures of it whatsoever. He didn't tweet anything about it while being there. And then when he got home, he said, I went to Atlantic City. So I'm pretty sure they didn't fucking go. And what's a baby going to do at a casino? Goddamn nothing. Really just bizarre. I'm sorry. I always make a joke that, like, the Kiwi Farms is like, not me, like, making a joke, but people say that the Kiwi Farms is a place for people to go to look down on others and feel better about themselves. And isn't that just pathetic? And it's like, yeah, there's some truth to that. And I made the joke that I'm big about web accessibility. I try to make it so that people with screen readers and stuff can use my sites. And even with Infinity Next, I made sure that screen readers and shit worked with Infinity Next to a certain degree. I tried my best. And I tried to make it internationalizable so that it could work in Arabic with right to left layouts and Chinese and stuff like that. Because I believe that everybody, regardless of your disability, should be able to find people who are worse off than you to make fun of. And I really am thankful every single day that I am not Ethan Ralph, because Ethan Ralph is living what is perhaps the most hellish existence I can possibly think of. He has sold out like every modicum of decency and privacy that a man could expect to have in his life for a pittance of a couple $1,000s a month at most, like a salary that you can make managing like a Burger King, in exchange for every waking second of his life being absolute fucking insanity. Talk about Jesse Lee Peterson homo predator documentary. I don't know the details of that. I just heard that Jesse Lee Peterson's like a homosexual sex pest that like groomed underage boys or some shit. I don't know how much of that's true. I've not heard anything. That's just like the headline.